What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna talk about the importance of pull-ups technique in order to increase your max reps, and I'm gonna explain the difference between two techniques. One is usually used by most beginners, and if you click this video you probably are around 10 to 20 pull-ups, about around this range, so you can be sure that this video is for you. Now also it's sometimes used by more advanced athletes, like up to 25 or even more than that, but it's very rare. The second technique is usually used by most advanced athletes, and it's not a coincidence because they use it because it's better, it's more efficient, and you can utilize more of your muscles and more of your body's technique in order to get to more pull-ups. So here are the two exercises. The first one is usually more of a narrow grip with the elbows going in instead of out to the side, and it's usually more of a vertical movement instead of a bit of horizontal and then vertical, which is the exact technique in the second type of pull-up, which is more of a horizontal movement and then vertical. You kind of go like sideways, like you go to the back and then to the front, which helps you utilize more of your back muscles and rely a bit less on your biceps and arms, which they are usually weaker than your back. Now, why is this important? The first technique, as I said, is usually used by most beginners because they kind of lack the coordination of the pull-up. So they do more of a vertical move, and they also are not aware of their back muscles that can be utilized in order to increase the max reps. They actually increase the max reps because you can utilize your back muscles, which are way stronger than your arms, and then get to a point where even if you don't train, you just fix the technique, you can add a few more pull-ups to your max. Now let's go over both of these and I'll show you practically how to use it. So here's the first type of the pull-ups I talked about, with narrow grip and the elbows are going inward. Okay, as you can see, I don't really move my elbows, I just move them inward, and I do a lot of a vertical move. Usually this is used by beginners up to 20-25 pull-ups. The second technique is used with a wider grip. So I start with a wide grip and I go with my elbows down. Okay, as you can see, they're going to the side, and then I kind of squeeze my scapula to go up. I do this by bringing the elbows out like this. Okay. Now let's add something on top of that. Before you start the pull-up, you do this motion of shoulder extension, which brings you, first it brings you up a little bit, and then you can utilize more of your back muscles because your move is a little bit less vertical and more horizontal, and it looks like this. This is how it looks in a slower movement, and if you want to really pump reps, it looks like this. So you see how my movement is not directly vertical, it's kind of horizontal movement, which not only it gives you less range of motion, so it's easier, it also gives you the way to utilize more of your back muscles and thus getting better in pull-ups, and basically you're more efficient. Now that you actually understand the technique of a better pull-up, you probably think to yourself how to practically get used to it the fastest way possible. So there are a few ways. One of the ways that I like, which is very recommended, is doing activation sets, which is basically doing pull-ups throughout the day, just a few sets throughout the day of up to 50% of your max. I actually recommend a bit less, like 25-30% of your max pull-ups with this technique that I just showed you, and you will probably get used to it in about a week or so. And in your trainings, try to do a bit more sets with less reps per set. You can do an EMOM or kind of a pyramid or some cluster sets that are combined with low reps but for more sets that your body can use to the new technique. It might take you a few weeks to understand it, also to strengthen your back muscles, but eventually you're gonna be better in pull-ups. And if your back muscles are already strong, you will get used to this technique way faster, and you will actually see a huge progress in pull-ups in just a matter of days. I'm not talking about doubling your pull-ups, but I'm talking about adding a few reps to your pull-ups, and the trainings that you will be doing, you will be able to progress faster. So if you have any questions, write down in the comments. I'm seeing it all. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.